Hey everyone, it's me Nikki from Nikki's Makeup. Welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time checking out my channel. I'm so happy to have you all here with me. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a very colorful eye look. I'm going to be using the Revolution. You ready for it? Forever Flawless Birds of Paradise palette. It's been 5 months. 5 months since I've done a look using this palette. So it's way past time to do a look with this palette. I've already taken care of my skincare. I will be doing my eyes on camera and the rest off. Let me just grab what I need and we will get started. I'll be right back. For eyeshadow primer, I'm going to be using a different eyeshadow primer. I did post this in my last video and I also posted it on my social media. I picked up the LA Girl Pro Prime Cream Eyeshadow Primer. Never tried it ever before. This will be a first. Normally, I've been using the Wet n Wild Mega Blast Eyeshadow Primer. I could not find that anywhere. I looked everywhere and I just couldn't find it. And I saw this at Five Below. A lot of you said that this is an amazing product, so we're going to go ahead and try it. And in another video, I will do like a first impression, so I'm not going to do that today. So let's go ahead and open this up. And let's give it a go. The difference between, I can tell you right now, between this eyeshadow primer, it is tinted a little bit. I just have like a very slight tint, and the Wet n Wild was clear. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my eyes here. But I'm really excited to try this because a lot of you told me this is a really amazing eyeshadow primer. So I am really looking forward to trying this out. All right. I just need to grab a little disposable blending sponge and I'll be right back. Okay. I am going to blend that in. So far, I am impressed. It does match my skin color. Let me just grab my mirror. I like it so far. Let me just grab a brush and we are going to dive in to this palette. Alright, so I'm going to be doing a look using some purple and orange shades. The orange is going to go on my lower lid, and we're going to do some purple on the outer corner and a little bit on the inner corner, and that's what we're doing for our eyes today. So I am going to be picking up the two shades here in purple. One's called Island and the other one's called Adventure. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of Adventure and just put it on the lower lid and ignore my hair. It just wants to be in my face today, so I'm going to try to just kind of pull it away. And as I picked up the product, I am tapping off because this can get messy. It might get messy and that's okay. I do think I may need to grab another brush. Let's just try again. Let me see. I have really missed this palette, not having it with me the past few months. And when I looked on my YouTube channel, I realized that it really has been 5 months since I've done a look. Not sure how that's possible because, as most of you know, I do really love my colorful eye looks. I'm going to grab another brush. I'm going to be right back. Let me grab a better brush where I can get that color onto my lid much better. Okay, so I just picked up the Luxie brush 231 small tapered blending brush. That's what I'm using right now. I think that's going to be better than what I was using. So let's pick up some more of that purple shade called Adventure. We're going to be adventurous right now. Let's tap that out. I'm going to kind of look into the mirror. Kind of forgot how bad the lighting is in this room. But we're going to work with what we have. Give me one moment. I'm just going to blend this out really quickly using the mirror, and I'll be right back. Okay, this is how we're looking so far. I am now going to pick up a little bit of that purple shade called Island. A lot of kickback with this particular palette, especially those two purple shades, but that's okay. I'm just going to tap that on here. And then I'm going to use a little bit more of that eyeshadow primer by LA Girl. And just put a little bit on my lower lid. Give me one moment and I will be right back to do that. So I'm just putting a little bit of that eyeshadow primer. I know most times people use concealer. I'm just trying the eyeshadow primer to see if that will help. It may not. This may be like an epic fail, but we're just going to try. Now I need to grab another brush because I didn't grab that a moment ago. And we're going to apply the orange shadow on the lower lid here, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to be using this brush by Sonia Kashuk. This is one of my very first brushes. They are rather old, but it works. So let's see if this is going to work. I'm going to be using, I think, the shade Cardinal, which is this orange shade right here. And I'm going to actually mix it. First, I'm going to apply it on my lid. That also has a lot of kickback there. We're going to see if this orange shade by itself will work. Otherwise, I will mix it with another orange shade. Let me get my hair to stay back. It's making it very dark. Give me one moment. I'm going to see if I can fix this, and I'll be right back. So this is how it's looking. The orange is not as pigmented right now, and that might be because I did use a little eyeshadow primer on the top of my lower lid here after putting down some purple eyeshadow. So this other eye, I'm not going to use this on my lower lid for the orange shadow. We're going to try to do that without and see how that works. I am going to try to add more to it in a moment. So let me just grab my brush here. I'm also going to try to go in with the shade here, Exotic. And it's a really pretty shade. I don't know if you guys can see that. So we're going to use a little bit of the Exotic shade here and just put it on my lower lid. It's not really working, so we're going to leave that be. I'm going to go ahead and finish up this eye. Let me grab my other brush and we'll try to do that eye without using extra of the eyeshadow primer. Give me one moment. Alright, so I'm going to go use this brush here. I'm going to mix it with Island Adventure, little Island Adventure, and just tap. We're going to pick up some more of the Adventure. kind of known this palette to be really pigmented, but I have not used it in a few months. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is still a really pigmented palette. I mean, that purple is showing up. We're going to go ahead and dip a little bit into Island. And give me one moment. I'm going to grab the next brush I need, and we'll be right back. Alright, so now we're going to do the orange on my lower lid here without doing any eyeshadow primer. I just want to kind of see if that will show up, this orange shade. And I am blending. I am blending the Toucan Play with the Cardinal. Okay, let's try to do a little exotic. I'm wondering like if it's better for me to use my fingers, so we're just gonna go for it. Oh boy, I have eyeshadow all over, so I have one clean finger. Sometimes it's better to go in using your finger than a brush. I do feel like that's helping. Just give me 1 minute, and I'm just going to kind of clean up my hands and see if I can get that to apply better. So I do think, in my opinion, that going in with your finger does work better, dipping into a certain shade, especially with these orange shades. I do feel like applying it with my finger did go on a little bit better. It is kind of fading. Not sure why it's doing that. I am going to go in with one of my fingers here and just very carefully, because it's really orange. It's very, very pigmented. So, not sure why it's coming off so light. See how pigmented that is? Does it really make a difference whether you use a little extra eyeshadow primer to put on your lower lid before you put another shade there? I don't know. I feel like that orange shadow kind of applied on both eyes the same, very lightly. It goes on very pigmented, but we'll just have to work with it. I'm going to go ahead and just get a little bit more. I'm going to do a little bit of the exotic with the Toucan Play. See, that's really pigmented. Give me a minute to just play around with this off camera, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm not going to do much more. I am going to do a little liner, do some purple eyeliner underneath my eyes here. This is how it's looking. I like it a lot. So I am going to just kind of try to reach for my brush. I just found it. I'm using the Luxie 245 small shader brush. And I do want to throw out there that I am by far not a makeup artist. I am self-taught. And I am still figuring out the brushes and what they're all for. So just in case you're seeing me, you're going, oh, no, that girl, that's not the right brush. I'm still learning, and if you're still learning, we can all learn together. So we're going to use that brush just to go underneath the eye here. There's going to be some fallout, and that's where concealer will come in and fix whatever fallout there is. So I never really worry or stress over fallout with eyeshadow, mascara. It's going to happen. Alright. I'm going to go off camera and just finish up the rest of my makeup. I'll be back with the final look. Here is the final look. Let me give you a little up close. I love it. I have a few things to quickly say about the 3 orange shadows I used in this palette. Keep in mind, I have not used this in 5 months, and I've used just about every single shade, I believe, in this palette. And all the shades in here are very, very pigmented and easy to use. There is a few here that have some, what I call kickback, but that's okay. I don't mind that so much. So these are the 3 shades I use. This one here called Cardinal, Toucan Play, and Exotic. I think the issue I had with this look is, for one, on the left eye here, before I put down those orange shade, I did put down a little bit extra eyeshadow primer on my lower lid. I don't know if that could have just made this orange eyeshadow look less pigmented. It's a possibility. So I don't know. I also use my finger to apply that orange shade because for me, when I do use my finger, the shadow comes out a little bit more pigmented, and I just prefer that. But in any case, I absolutely still love this look. Now, let's talk about the eyeshadow primer. I am going to be doing a first impressions on this in the next video. I don't want to do it today. I still want to use it one more time. This is the LA Girl Pro Prime Cream Eyeshadow Primer, and it claims to prevent creasing, intensifies color, helps eyeshadow last longer. It has vitamin C and E, chamomile extract, caffeine, cucumber extract, and it's fragrance free. I am very curious to see if this eyeshadow primer will cause my eyeshadow look to last longer. I'm going to put that to the test. We're going to leave this on. Normally, after I finish my makeup and I'm not going anywhere, I go like right away and take it off. We're gonna try. So the last thing I'm going to do is a little fragrance mist from Victoria's Secret, because why not? So we're using the Golden Mandarin Saffron. And I don't remember the notes on this because I don't see it anywhere. It just says, warm salted wood cozies up with radiant amber harvest sky. This smells divine. That smells so good. I hope you guys will enjoy this video. It will be going up today. It is Saturday, so be on the lookout for that. And if you enjoyed watching, consider giving this video a thumbs up and consider smashing that subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye, guys.